Planet Iacon has reported a new piece of information about another masterpiece that's going to be coming down in the pipes in supposedly October of 2018. Now, we've already had our masterpiece Sideswipe that has come out, and it looks like, lo and behold, there's going to be repaints from that mold. No surprise, not going to be wasted. That's just how Takara Tomy rolls. The listing, it's just a listing right now. There's no images of it, but it's called MP-42 Cordon. And normally we'd be like, okay, all we have is MP-42 Cordon. We don't know what that really corresponds to or anything. But here's the thing: we don't even have a mention that it's supposed to be the Sunstreaker mold from this. But the name itself, Cordon, what that means is like when you go to like a police scene and they have those strips of tape that say like do
So
not
like kind of like danger or something
well,
like
like
that
the
in a
do not
sense.
enter police,
Caution.
investigation going.
Yeah.
Those are called cordons. That's why if you ever watch like CSI, to say cordon off an area. If you
Ah.
listen carefully, that's what they're saying. Cordon off an area. So a cordon is that kind of thing. And already in the past, when it comes to the masterpieces that have been based off of original characters or these Diaclone characters or stuff, they give them clever names. In the case of Exhaust, which was the Marlboro's Wheeljack, because, oh, exhaust, it's smoke, smoking, the Marlboro's Wheeljack. So of the existing molds that we have thus far of masterpiece stuff, we kind of lean towards that Sunstreaker. Sunstreaker, one of his Diaclone releases was a police Countach. So that's the big assumption here, is that it's probably going to be the police type Countach supercar masterpiece. That's the big
Mm.
guess, which is cool because I mean normally you would say, oh well, it's going to be a police type of something else, but when you really look at what's available of molds right now, it's not going to be a police type Cheetor. You know what I mean? Like it's that actually, you know what? If somehow ultimately in the end this ends up being like a CAT scan repaint of Cheetor,
Nah,
no,
it would
it,
definitely
it would be
be.
called scat. Yeah, I know, but I'm just
I
saying.
would say it would be more. You can put it more in line with like a masterpiece, Prowl from RID, which is not Prowl. It's what's his
Yeah.
name? What's his Japanese name? It's not
No, Prowl
Prowl.
was called Prowl in Japan. It was
Oh,
called
really?
Prowl.
For
Yeah.
RID?
Yeah. No, in R. Oh, you're talking about an RID. RID
Yeah,
was called.
Robo
It was called Mock Alert.
Mock Alert. That I could see that them doing that. Like, hey, we'll just put Mock Alert on this.
But then they would call it Mock Alert. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
So
true.
that's
Well, you don't
because
think it's like a code name or a name
well,
that's like, for
every
now we're gonna put it this and
every
then.
time they've done like these original characters, like when they did the sideswipe mold in yellow or the Lambor mode in yellow, it was Tiger Tracks.
Mm,
Or Deep Cover, which was originally an e-hobby repaint, and then they always try to have these kind of names. The thing is that original Lambor mold that's gone through its paces. It's had all
mm-hmm.
its repaints. It's done more or less. Now we're looking at the Sunstreaker. The Sunstreaker from Diaclone had three paint jobs. It had its traditional yellow. It had it in red, and it had it in the police type, which was all white with a police bar on the top. So if I had to take a guess, judging by the name and what it relates to, and what molds are available that could be police related, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to go and take that guess that MP-42 Cordon is a police type sideswipe. And that's great. That's great. It creates a brand new character that originally was just a Diaclone mold. Now it's officially a Generation 1 character, which I'm always cool with, and gives it some kind of bat fiction that might be in the instructions and the packaging. And it kind of is a mild retool of that original Sunstreaker mold, which is not a terrible mold. I really like that mold a lot. Um,
Do you think in the future they'll probably do like a Mock Alert or a Super Mock Alert repaint kind of style, or
well, the thing is that
maybe change up the head a little bit, like kind of like a la
we've
Thrust
never we've
in a
never
way?
really had masterpiece toys that have been repainted to homage other brands of Transformers.
Okay,
Like
fair enough.
like it's always been stuff that made sense in the mold. Like Mock
Mm,
Alert from Car Robots, Robots in the Skies was never a Sunstreaker repaint. You know what I mean?
Right.
If anything, it was the other way around. They ended up taking that Mock Alert mold and making it Sunstreaker for BotCon years later.
Yeah, I'm seeing the collection of all of them together
Yeah,
right
so
now.
but I could see where you're getting at because there was a connection with those characters, but it was the other way around. You know,
Okay.
if Mock Alert was a Sunstreaker mold, then that would make sense. If anything,
Imagine in a weird alternate universe where BotCon's still alive, and instead of giving you tons of big box sets, they just do one repainted masterpiece.
I wish that was, you know what?
And then they would homage these guys or something.
A lot of times people used to say in the past, because BotCon would do the box sets, but SDCC would get the big stuff. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people would say, which would you prefer, the box set or that Metroplex? Or
Right.
the box set or that Devastator that they would get. You know, they get like their unique colored ones. So,
Right.
I mean, it's cool. I really like this a lot. Masterpiece stuff, I always grab it. The only thing in this case is right now it has a listed TF Source has a listing for it at $139.99, which is more or less what it was before. There was rumors going around already. People are going, oh, well, maybe because it's a special repaint, it might be a Takara Tommy Mall exclusive, which then jacks the price a little bit. But nothing is confirmed yet right now. I mean, if something changes, we'll definitely update. But right now we have a price at $139.99 pre-order on TF Source. So if you're looking to right away get on the ground floor and get this tied up, there's one way to do it. I'm pretty sure if you wait it out, some of the other websites will definitely have pre-orders for this too. And I think you should wait it out because a lot of times too, there's bonus stuff. You know, little coin, this and that. So, but still pretty cool. Definitely MP-42 Cordon. Yeah, looks really awesome.
I'm excited for it, and I want to see what else they do with this mold. Like what else they're gonna.
There's
going to
be the red. If they're gonna get another like run at this, it's going to be a red repaint. That's going to be my guess. I can't really see what else much they're going to want to do with this. I find that with these masterpieces, they don't go too creative. They just kind of look at what's been done in the past. Even the ones that have been like, you know, again, the best example is look at Lambor and everything that's been done with it. Every single one of those repaints were based in something that's existed before. So in the case of that Sunstreaker mold, there's only two other colors they could go with. So that's, you know,
because with the Lambor, I'm just like, wow, they did G2,
which is something that's existed before.
And they gave them the bandoliers and the crazy guns and all that stuff.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. And what's even more amazing is it's one of the cheaper versions you could buy. I think you could pick that one up for like $40. You know, which I mean, you get tons of accessories, remolded face. It's amazing. The spiked wheels. You know, it's incredible. But yeah, I look forward to this. We'll definitely keep you guys posted when we get some actual images of this. Right now, there's no images, so I'm just gonna, you know, in the YouTube video, I'm just gonna post like some images of the original just to give you guys an idea.